I am so excited to be here. This is my favorite week of the entire year. At HubSpot, we literally plan our whole year around inbound. It's our family reunion, our homecoming, and our New Year's celebration all wrapped into one. So it's very, very exciting. I'm so pumped to be here. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited about this week. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about that is that this is where we talk about the future. The people in this room are the people that are setting the pace for the future of how marketing is going to work, how sales is going to work, and how businesses are going to grow for the next decade. Things that we have talked about at Inbound over the years are now becoming mainstream ideas. We've talked about the idea of inbound marketing, now a mainstream idea. We've talked about the idea of offering an inbound experience and taking the concepts of inbound and spreading those to sales and service and throughout your whole entire organization. That's now starting to become a mainstream idea. We've talked about the idea of personalization and the idea of taking personalization from beyond just email and personalizing website experiences, personalizing social media, personalizing every single customer interaction touch point. That's now becoming a mainstream idea. People in this room are implementing those ideas. People outside this room are implementing those ideas. And of course, other software companies are starting to copy those ideas. And all of that is happening because you are setting the future of marketing, of sales, and of how business is getting done. To help you set that future, to help all of us sort of learn and think about the future, we have some great thought leaders and a bunch of amazing content here this week. Let's talk about the keynote speakers that we have. So we have some awesome keynotes. We have Simon Sinek, we have Malcolm Gladwell, we have Martha Stewart, and we have Shiza Saeed. They're all great speakers. Yeah, round of applause for the keynote speakers. They're all great speakers. I'm personally very excited to hear all of them, but also Shiza in particular has a very inspirational story. Some of you may not know her, but she has a very inspirational story, and it's all based on a woman in Pakistan who was working to bring better educational opportunities to schoolgirls there. And this woman was actually attacked and shot by the Taliban for the work she was doing. Shiza took that as a moment of inspiration, and she started a fund called the Malala Fund, named after that woman. And she's now working to bring more educational opportunities to women around the globe. And there's over 600 million women that have limited access to education because of political or other cultural differences. And she's working to correct that as a problem. So she's a very inspirational story. I hope you have an opportunity to see her on Thursday. In addition to all the keynotes, we have some other fantastic speakers as well, right? We have over 150 sessions with 22 best-selling authors. A lot of these folks will be keynoting other events, but because of the size and the passion and the power of the inbound community, they traveled from far and wide to be here with us this week. So can we have a round of applause for all the breakout session speakers as well? It's a great lineup, very excited about them. Now, the most important part of this week is actually all of you. And my, how you have grown. 4 years ago, there were 1,300 people here at Inbound. The year after that, we more than doubled in our size of the inbound movement to 2,800 people. The year after that, we nearly doubled again to 5,500 people. But if you look, there's still a lot of this room. We've been lighting up the room to give you a representation of how many people. There's still a lot of this room that's dark. I'm really, really happy to tell you that today, Inbound is the fastest growing and largest event of its kind, and we have over 10,000 people registered for Inbound this year. Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for coming and traveling far and wide. Thank you for leaving your families to spend this week with us. It is because of all of you that the inbound movement is so special. You are the ones that provide the energy and the inspiration for it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, this movement isn't just big and it isn't just growing fast, it's also global. We have people here from over 50 different countries, some of whom traveled 10,000 miles to be here. Can we have a round of applause for everyone who traveled from so far to be here with us this week? Thank you. Now, while this movement is global and it's growing fast, there's also another element to the movement, and that is individual stories about individual people. And what I love best about this week is the ability for me to talk to so many of you and hear your individual stories about how you're transforming your career, transforming your company, helping make the world a better place. All these different things that so many of you in this room are doing, and they're very inspirational stories. And I want to share with you now one of those stories. I want to talk to you about a man named Ulysses. Ulysses is a doctor in Mexico. He's the gentleman on the right with the orange tie. Of course, it's orange. And he's a doctor in Mexico. And unfortunately, a few years ago, he suffered a terrible accident. He was in a horrible car accident. He broke his leg, he broke his hip, he broke his spine. He suffered major blood loss, and he nearly died. I know a lot of people who would take an event like that and would have seen it as a major setback in their lives and would have had a lot of difficulty recovering and would have had some major thoughts about sort of giving up on a lot of their hopes and dreams. So Ulysses was confined to a wheelchair after that accident. But Ulysses did not give up. Ulysses took this event as inspiration to build something. And he had founded a telemedicine business with a co-founder, a business partner of his. And they started working on that business and they started growing it. Ulysses turned to the internet and discovered inbound marketing and discovered sales and discovered all these new ways of growing his business. He combined that with his medical training and he was able to start growing his business. And wow, did it grow. He implemented a 100% inbound strategy. He did not spend a single peso on advertising. And the business has been growing at 150% year-on-year revenue growth. Huge amount of growth, very inspiring. They now serve over 160 hospitals in Mexico and 20,000 patients a month. Very exciting. And even better than that, last week, Ulysses and his co-founder were named Entrepreneurs of the Year by CNN Mexico. Very exciting. Round of applause for that. We actually have Ulysses here, I believe. If we right here in the front, if we could just get a camera on Ulysses. Thank you. As you can see, Ulysses is out of the wheelchair. It took him 6 months of physical therapy while he was trying to grow his business and implement inbound marketing. So you really are an inspiration to all of us. I think you have a remarkable story. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for sharing that with us. We really appreciate it, and congratulations on all of your success. Now, there's many more stories like Ulysses' story out there in this audience, right? And last year, we talked about one of these stories. We talked about an organization that has embraced a lot of the inbound principles called Charity Water. And they think about nonprofit and charity in a new way, and they've started doing a lot of work to bring clean drinking water to people around the world. And for those of you who were here last year, you know that we partnered with Charity Water, and they launched their September campaign at Inbound last year. That campaign went on to become global, and the campaign raised over $2 million to bring clean drinking water to people around the world. So very, very remarkable, yes. Awesome work. Awesome work that all of you are doing as part of this inbound movement. So I'm really, really proud to say that we have once again this year partnered with Charity Water here at Inbound. And to talk to you more about that, I want to bring out Paul Young from Charity Water. Thank you. I'll see you later this week.